Привет, Дима. Да, спустя 2 недели. Это ты не только печенье схаваешь, там всю зимнюю заначку можно уже было съесть, которая на зимовку предназначалась. Так, сейчас я почищу свои очки. Все, блин, надо сделать. Как по полету ракеты готовимся, реально. Ой, господи. Так, Фарка 6 я купил. Ну да, да, ты говорил. Еще с отчимом играть. Круто, круто. А, и родители легли спать. А, а, да, я хотел сегодня пораньше с работы, но сегодня с работы раньше не получилось, потому что, блядь, извините. Потому что вот сегодня именно западло не получилось это сделать. Вот прям вот именно сегодня не получилось. И завтра не получится, потому что начальник, скажем так, начальник на работе, ну, на месте. Ну, в общем, не суть важно. Главное, что установил моды все, и все будет прекрасно у нас с вами. Ой, господи, я чуть не сдох, пока я устанавливал. Ничего сложного на самом деле, но я устанавливал в первый раз и без ошибок хотел, чтобы все без ошибок получилось. Все надо было изучать. Некоторые моды не поддерживались. Нужно было везде читать, какие поддерживались, какие не поддерживались. То есть такая вот сборка там была, но, понимаете, даже если вы сборку ставите, остаются шейдеры, которые нужно тоже настраивать. В общем, там жесть полная. Так, ладно, все. Начинаем новую игру. Я класс понял, какой я буду за какой класс играть. Первый раз, когда я выбрал в тот класс штурмовик, этот же класс по итогу и нужно выбирать. Снег есть, но он тает быстро, поэтому особо его и нет. Вот. Все, Reshade работают. Корабль к бою готов. Как вообще игра функционирует сейчас? Я еще скажу, что начали. Всех, ну не всех, но в общем. Блин, вот не докинул еще стрим вот этим вот людям. Сейчас скину, секунду, буквально. Максимальную отдачу нужно получить от стрима. От стримов по Mass Effect. Особенно, когда ты проходишь с модами. Это нужно сделать обязательно. Для личного успокоения, как говорится. Так, это я удалю предыдущую ссылку. Тут не нужна она. Так, хорошо. Ща. Так. Я хотел, если бы я знал, что сегодня будет поздно, я бы 20:30 начал. Но это все равно поздно, поэтому 20:00 точно. Так, здесь потише громкость. Все, открываем чат. А вот еще в прошлом году было снег, как в Антарктиде, сейчас нет, только дождей. Ну, бывает. Так, сейчас смотрю, не 1300, 760. Или даже 500. Там просто у меня режим ожидания и в ангаре тоже учитывается. То есть поэтому так много. На самом деле меньше. Новая игра.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information.
Походу у меня задваивается звук. Я сейчас перезапущу OBS. Сейчас на момент создание персонажа перейдет. Или у меня сбой в мозге произошел. Сейчас, секунду, момент. Это делается быстро очень. Так, все. Сколько, кстати, у меня битрейт стоит? Я что-то не понял видео. Вывод. Трансляция. 12500. Я сейчас поменяю битрейт, секунду. Все. Я не знаю, скоро с этим VPN-ами всеми этими, уже скоро хандрати меня хватит конкретный. Неужели, ё-моё? Все. Погнали. Теперь точно надо запись включить для шорца. Начать запись. Так, все, новые данные. Женского персонажа. Да, все правильно.
Warning, data corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile. Confirm pre-service history.
Слушай, ну что ж ты так считаешь, что этот год у тебя был просран? Не надо так думать. Так. Ты стал лучше, я думаю. Так. Родились в Фреслем ударе, небольшой ограниченный колонтин. Когда вам было 16 лет, мы дурно подверглись нападению работорговцев, вашу семью и друзей убили. Вас спас подходящий через систему патруля Альянса, личность кредитов, поставили службу в Альянс. Войска Альянса. Землянин, сирота, ваш отец с юности прошли на улицах огромных мегабольцев земли, вырвались из мира насилия, преступных группировок, запешавшись в войска Альянса, едва вам стукнуло 18 лет. Ваши родители стояли на службе в войсках Альянса, по мере продвижения службы они... Ваши родители... Ну это мне моды надо было ставить, там были бы моды интересные, я поэтому... Это вот под Тали здорово. Под ее, если романтить, вот это очень хорошо под нее такой поставить скитальца. По мере продвижения по службе они сменили много кораблей и станций, на которых прошло ваше детство. Ваша семья не сдерживалась нигде дольше, чем на несколько лет. Следуя по стопам отца, вы добровольно поступили на службу в возрасте 18 лет. Короче, колониста выбираем, как я и раньше хотел. Ну, я уверен, что ты ошибаешься. Ладно, колонист. Давайте, не знаю, уцелевший. Штурмовик. Это вот. Это, короче, биотики с дробовиками. Это у нас без... Это просто чисто биотики. Это технические биотики. Но мне все-таки лучше вот штурмовик. Да, надеюсь, в этом году не начнется ядерная война. Надо подправить сглаживание мне, но я уже не знаю, сколько с этими решейдами долбился. Попозже подправлю. Ну, это все такое себе на самом деле. Вот, кроме как штурмовой винтовки. Потому что это все либо технически, либо... В общем, штурмовая винтовка — это оружие, которое у тебя будет всегда. А поглощение энергии, техническая броня — это больше... Это умение, оно идет временно. А штурмовые винтовки будут всегда. Конечно, могу изменить... Нет, тут готовые варианты какие. Не-не-не, назад. Меня это не интересует. Значит, тут только зеленый цвет у нее. Ну, хорошо. Давайте, погнали, все. Как без авторазпределения выключить классический режим. Рядом, субтитры, сохранение, включение подсказок. Отпуск менять рядом. Все, далее. Тут тоже настройки. Разрешить. Повторение. Ну, я оставлю значения тут такие же. Всегда. Это можно менять, остаться. Пролог Eden Prime он такой. Стадель. Минимальная ориентация. Короче, ну его нафиг, не буду ничего тут экспериментировать в этом плане. Так. Разрешение. Ну, я не знаю. Тоже можно менять. Стандарт. Так, таймер гибели с небес тоже можно менять тут все. Darrell NPC можно. Additional Game Maps. Вообще не знаю, что это такое. Не буду менять ничего тут. Forza Horizon. Так я же запиратить можно. А я ее запиратил. Она у меня на рабочем столе есть. Тяжело было скачать, мало кто ее раздает ее в торренте. Теперь как у нас будет выглядеть Кайден Наленко. Меня вообще никак это не волнует, потому что он будет, его можно будет переодеть. Не хочешь? Понятно. Все тихо.
Well, what about Shepard? She grew up in the colonies.
She knows how tough life can be out there. Her parents were killed when slavers attacked Mindwar.
She saw her whole unit die on a cruise. She could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
В 2048 году исследователи обнаружили на Марсе останки древней цивилизации космических путешественников. В течение нескольких десятилетий эти факты открыли тайну новой технологии, позволившей совершать полеты к самым далеким звездам. Основой этой технологии стала сила, способная изменять саму ткань пространства и времени. Эта сила стала величайшим открытием в истории человечества. Цивилизации настоящей галактики называют ее эффект массы. Или масс-эффект, название серии игр. Величайшей серии игр в галактике.
Arcturus Prime relays in range. Initiating transmission sequence. Commander? We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. screen. Approach run has begun. Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
I'm on my way.
Is it me or does the Captain always sound a little pissed off?
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
Так, забыл я костюм одеть. Вот этот вот. Ладно, я перезапишу этот момент. Просто мне хотелось именно вот с ним. Вот с этим костюмом. Так. Строить внешность. Так, боевой вид, шлем. Шлем. Какой же у меня шлем стоял? Черт, я и не помню. Я, по-моему, как сейчас я фоткал, по-моему. Секунду. Сейчас потом еще шейдер надо проверить будет. Так. Ну и где? Сейчас. Где? А нигде. Фотография куда-то пропала. Как будто бы я ее и не делал. Замечательно. Охренеть. Вчерашний день у меня куда-то исчез на телефоне, видимо, да? Ладно, неважно. Так, тут я, пожалуй, по-моему... Да, по-моему, у меня... Не то. Так, а циклическая смена у него есть вообще? У этого шлема-то. Ядрен батон. Ладно. Давайте я сначала лучше проверю мои как его. Так, ладно. Шейдеры работают нормально. Хорошо. Ну вот только что-то мне не нравится, когда отсвечивает текст, когда... Ладно, сейчас посмотрим. Короче, в общем, как ни пытайся, все равно что-то вылазит. Да. Хочется нормально, чтобы все работало. Не всегда это происходит. Так. Тут разные есть вот такие вот шлемы. достаточно много. Сейчас я не могу вспомнить, какой у меня стоял. Поэтому придется вот так вот немножко пошуршить, что называется. Во, нашел, отлично, все супер. Выглядят они очень футуристично. Нравится. Всё точно? Точно же? Так. Я не туда зашел. Да, все, теперь правильно. Они у меня же... А, это вот тут, да? Угу. Супер.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper, less chance of security leaks too. Plus there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious the shakedown run is just a cover.
For what?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
What do you know about the stealth?
Plus there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious the shakedown run is just a cover.
A full crew makes sense. We need the extra hands in case anything goes wrong. And the Spectre's just here as an observer.
Well, maybe you're right, Commander, but I just can't shake this feeling that we're out here on false pretenses.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, ma'am. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
You don't trust Nihilus?
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board, especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
Ща я один момент гляну. Хочу понизить параметр эффекта, который отвечает за отсвечивание. Потому что он зеркалит. Мне не нравится, когда он зеркалит. Он подсвечивает во время сцены все. Может быть, 800 поставить? Как раз проверим сейчас. Ёб твою мать. Что это было сейчас?
That's crazy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anyone. They can do whatever they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
Oh, you watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
А, я еще хотел глянуть внешность. Ладно. Не, потом я поменяю. Все-таки пока с этой буду внешностью.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely
Real
hope
action.
you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me
Ну
patching up
все,
crew
пропала
members in the
эта
infirmary.
глянцевость. Этот шейдер распознает субтитры как текстура. Теперь я знаю все в этой жизни, что оказывается такое возможно. Кто бы мог подумать вообще, да?
Only a fool goes looking for a fight, Corporal.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
Все равно видно, ну пофиг.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on a cruise. Everybody knows what you can do.
Может быть, даже
This
это
might be a
прикольно.
chance. I need to
Я
show
не
the
знаю,
brass what I can
чуть-чуть.
do.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, ma'am. I'm not gonna screw this up.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with
Золотые
us.
слова, Дима.
Some people find
Золотые
them
слова.
too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I hope we get a chance to see him in action. I heard Nihilus took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself.
Понятно. Ладно, держись там,
What do you know
держись.
about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the Council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. You're always getting dropped into impossible situations, forced to survive unbeatable odds. Just like you on a cruise.
I try not to think about Akuz.
Sorry, Commander. I didn't mean to offend you. I respect what you did there. We all do.
Let's not dwell on the past, Commander. Was there something else you needed?
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law. It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
The captain said he'd meet me here.
He's on his way. I'm interested in this world we're going to. Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
Is someone gonna fill me in, Captain?
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
What's the payload, Captain?
A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species see you as selfish, too unpredictable, too independent, even dangerous.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
What's going on, Captain?
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
Just tell me what I have to do.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need.
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you're coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Вот у него новая винтовка,
Nihilus will
кстати.
scout out ahead. He'll
Мод
feed you status
работает.
reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck.
We are approaching drop point 2.
Ship perimeter secure, Commander. No sign of Nihilus.
Сам с собой разговаривал, да? Отладить, конечно, я могу это и после стрима, а понять, что в этом проблема в РТГИ именно во время, после этого задания. Так, ладно. Графон тут, конечно, похорошел. А, я оперу не закрыл. Опера жрет много. Так.
Jenkins, take point. Rip right through his shields. We're out of chance.
Sometimes Marines die. The rest of us just have to
Aye, aye, ma'am.
А, нейтрал это получается и герой, и отступник. На самом деле мне понадобилось 5-е прохождение игры, чтобы это понять. Потому что я его никогда не использовал. Я думал, просто там как-то очки копятся по-другому. Тут не хватает, да? Как тут прислониться-то? Автоматически прислоняется, да? Супер.
I've got some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies. I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
Да, я звуки еще поменял. Звуки измененные. С 2-й и 3-й части взято. То есть намного лучше теперь. Еще и игра и звучит. Возможно, мы даже какую-то музыку поменяли. Но это не точно. Музыку менять не надо, потому что в 3-й части ее нет, в 2-й. Готово! Обожаю тот класс теперь, просто любимый класс.
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, ma'am. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, ma'am. It's time for payback.
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
Походу я нашел ошибку. Вот что увеличивает объект thickness. Это вот Это вот херня отвечает за какую-то херню, которая непонятно, что вообще делает. Шейдер не знает, сколько объектов входит в видимую историю, должен понять фиксированное значение материала при этом. Как можно ниже написано. То есть для особо тупых написано. Конечно, значение нужно очень маленькое. То есть даже вот, наверное, 0,01. Короче, поставлю 0,05. Но и то в этом случае, наверное, много. Да, вот он все равно виднеется. А если поставлю вот здесь вот единицу все равно будет, да? 0,05, половина от этого, 0,03. Ну вот и все. Вот и работает. Надо сфоткать мне, запомнить, что это отвечает вот за это. Все, зашибись. Починили мы. Начало игры я перезапишу в конце стрима. Так, зашибись. FN Home. Надо сохранить. Так, только вот. Все.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins. And the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
Это, конечно, не все, что нужно поправить. Сейчас в стиме настройки я поставлю. Настройки в игре. Так, надо поставить кнопку, которая будет делаться скриншот. Вот это вот. Конечно, она немножко странная. Если честно. Так, тут еще можно подшаманить вот в этом вот месте. Сейчас, секунду. Шумоподавитель. Интересно. Ух, ёб твою мать, вот это да. Тут можно побаловаться конкретно вообще в этом. Тут просто какой-то кишмиш. Ужас. Вот надо вот, чтобы это было А если я на единицу поставлю, это херово будет. Толщина у меня минимальная. Так. Я не понимаю, почему игре не хочется, чтобы у меня были... Видимо, это уже невозможно подправить. Окей. Хорошо. Пофиг. Оставим это так. Это не слишком важно. Это очень редко, когда реагирует. Ну, в принципе, по идее, прическа, она должна просвечиваться. Ну, насколько-то. Хотя бы. Тут уже такие тончайшие настройки идут, что я, ну, не знаю, как это все.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Have you seen it?
There aren't any
If you
Turians.
saw this guy, you'd know.
Он держит пустую винтовку. Охренеть не встать. Ты чё, Кайден? Вообще, что ли, больной, блин? Так, а если он винтовку возьмет, что произойдет? Блять, ну и дичь, конечно. Надеюсь, это был единичный баг. А то это какая-то страшная дичь, мне кажется, уже. Немножко заплетается у меня язык. Повседневный вид. Так. Не, ну этот костюм, конечно, не надо. Нет, не надо, нет. По умолчанию тебя поставим. Боевой вид другой. Так, нет, тоже не подойдет. N7. Так вот пойдет. Нормально. Я думаю, нормас. Броню для Эшли. Во, заебись. Броня морпеха Альянса Эшли. Просто заколебато. Вот это я, деда. Вот это я понимаю. Это я понимаю, как разговор. Зашибись. Так, циклическая смена шлема. Зашибись. Все. Теперь полноценные бойцы Альянса. Так, тебе нужно автоматическое распределение, мне кажется. Пистолет, деформация. Ну и боевую броню вкачаем. Тут у нас, кстати, штурмовые винтовки где-то были, да? Вот. Надо бойню мне вкачать будет сразу же. Секунду.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
Чё молчим? Есть кто живой?
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
Кстати, можно проверять эти настройки. А, да, вот они. Я этого не мог увидеть раньше. Так, стоп. Диафрагму надо уменьшить. Нет, это плохая идея. Сейчас. Зернистость надо убрать нахрен. Все это размытие нахрен убрать. Какие-то вот волосы все равно просвечивают.
They're still alive.
What did the Geth do to them? That door. It's closed. Security locks engaged.
Humans. Thank the Maker.
Hurry! Close the door before they come back.
Don't worry. We'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. One second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the Prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack.
That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry, Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil, awakened the beast, unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
Say goodnight, Manuel.
My voice must be heard.
Oh my God! What did you do?
That might have been a little extreme, Commander.
You can't just go around whacking people in the head.
It was only a matter of time till he did something crazy and dangerous.
I suppose you're right. By the time he wakes up, the meds will have kicked in.
О боже.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
Good luck, Commander.
Отсыпали нам отступника, конечно. Больше, чем, наверное, мы еще получили за эту игру. Героя. Заполнил героя, буду выполнять отступника. А чё?
Saren. Nihilus. This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
Бам!
It's a ship. Look at the size of it.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out, we're not armed.
Is it
О,
safe? Are they gone?
их я что-то не заметил в первое прохождение. Ну, на ПК.
You're okay now. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
Охренеть.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
Do you know anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring, nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
You're breaking the law, Cole.
We're not hurting anybody. Hell, most of the time I don't even know what's in the packages. Just thought there might be something we could use. I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
Ладно, хрен с тобой.
This should help. Let's move out.
Good luck.
Надо прокачивать обаяние. А там что вообще было-то, я не понял. Сейчас, секунду. Это все? А, тут было типа, где еще, да? Да, надо в таких играх прокачивать обаяние. Тут и обаяние, блин. А, да, правильно, обаяние. Я с обаянием путаю. Господи. Сколько можно?
I came here to get away from the stress of living on Earth. Yeah.
You need something?
I have to go.
Good luck.
Smells like smoke and death.
We thought this world was safe until the Geth showed up.
Commander, it's Nihilus.
Сейчас зайдем к этому Найлсу. Так, штурмовая винтовка, Мститель. Улучшенная. Угу. Да, они отличаются, эти винтовки. Ну, кто-то цветом отличается, кто-то отличается чем-то другим. Так, от технического и биотического урона, то урона не... Так, хорошо.
A Turian? You know him?
He's a Spectre. He was with us on the normal.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crate.
Ща, минуточку, я приду. Сейчас, быстренько.
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform. Probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
If you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
Tell me about this mothership you saw.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down. And it was making this noise, this sound that bored right into your brain. That's what woke me up. The attack came a few minutes later.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
Accept the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
Какого хера пропал звук, блять? Что за хуйня произошла? Сейчас я не понял, блять. Вот мне не надо.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
Что это сейчас было, блять? Привет, Никит, добро пожаловать на стрим. Да нормально, нормально. Отличная игра. Пусть стреляют, а пока бомбу обезврежу. Так. Осталось 2 заряда и 4 минуты. Не попадешь, не попадешь. Мимо. Готов. Ну вот то, что ты говорил там ранее, вот по одной из двух, либо Kingdom Come, либо Hellblade. Так она, по-моему, называется, да? Hellblade. Короче, иногда вот этот мод, когда когда мод на звук ставишь, на улучшение звука, в некоторых моментах звук может исчезать нахер. Вот так вот это работает. Я не знаю, как объяснить. Что, мне не хватает очков, что ли? А, блять, это надо открывать. Ёб твою дивизию. Оборона. Где эта оборона? У нее это пассивная способность, да? Давайте мы сюда поставим все, что касается вот щитов, обороны, да, вот так вот. Так вот мы возьмем. Да не надо это применять. Так. Да, все заряды обезврежены, это супер. Это просто охренительно. Все, погнали дальше. Да, отличные дела. Работаю нормально, все хорошо. Вот, моду установил. шейдеры. Наконец-то этот идиотизм закончился. Но все-таки есть куда стремиться, потому что у игры прослеживаются некоторые непонятки по графону, но они не критичные, только я их могу заметить. Поэтому это так уж чисто, знаешь, дело вкуса. До свидания, блядь. Так, у меня там на что вообще вкачан? Тебе надо на что вкачать? Тебе надо штурмовые винтовки. Да, у тебя штурмовые винтовки вообще не вкачаны. Не открывается, да? Я что-то не понял. Ладно. Не хватает очков, ладно. Обожаю так делать. Просто обожаю. Ай, ляпота. До свидания. Круть.
All patched up.
Так, задачка для людей, у которых все хорошо с реакцией, по крайней мере. Да, ядреный батон. Что у нас там в инвентаре-то появилось? Ничего съестного нет? Ладно, хрен с ним.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Какого хрена он активировал инопланетную микроволновку?
No, don't touch it. It's too...
Переустановка Windows прошла неуспешно. Или как Шепард поймал инопланетный трип.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
Ну, все, которые можно было практически. Ну вот, например, альтернативный вид Бенези почему-то не функционирует. Хотя он у меня был включен. Я посмотрю в файлах. Может быть, я его забыл активировать. Это можно сделать. Можно. Вот этот вот внешний вид, он не лорный. То есть это с модами. Но в игре такие есть костюмы. Во второй части. Миранды. Они поменяли строки диалога. Это точно помню, этого не было. Заткнись, тварь, мы тебя убьем попозже. Что ты лыбишься? Я не понимаю, что он лыбится. В следующей сборке мы вместо тебя здесь поставим Эшли. Ага.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense streaming.
I'm not sure what I saw. Death, destruction. Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Когда я устанавливал моды, у Андерсона сначала одно текстура была, потом я наложил другую. Думал, ничего не будет. Ну, я так сейчас говорю, что наложил другую. Там вообще, в общем, получилась какая-то белиберда, я потом переналожил ту текстуру. Слава богу, все срослось.
Did we leave Gunnery Chief Williams back on Eden Prime?
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
I don't like soldiers dying.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Так, хорошо. Значит, сейчас я гляну кое-что в интернете по поводу текстур волос, которые просвечивают. Этого быть не должно. Этого быть не должно. Это не займет много времени. Это что такое? Оно все чинит? Потому что у меня эта херня пропала с просветом. Ёптать, это что такое? Ага, понятно. Я, кажется, понял, в чем проблема. Сейчас сфотографирую. Видимо, в этом ошибка. Иначе я уже не знаю, в чем дело. Потому что там именно при этом случае все нормально становится. Да, давайте заврать. Блять, да вы чё, сука, издеваетесь, блять, надо мной? Почему при сбросе, видимо... видимо, она изначально. Хотя я бы не сказал, что это прям сильно что-то снижает. Как было херовина, так и осталось. Я не очень хотел этим заниматься сейчас. Но по-другому, видимо, никак. Ой, бля. Может быть, как-то можно это улучшить. Я не знаю, тут что-то мне как-то уже не по себе. Ладно. Будем работать. Я отсюда не уйду. Все. Ну, по-другому, видимо, судьба мне не дает решить. Ну, я уже не знаю, что говорить. Так. Что увеличивает она? Увеличивает плотность теней. Причем так серьезно. Без разницы. Может быть, вообще это по нулям сделать? Ни хрена не влияет. Фильтр quality. Он не хочет убирать. Понятно. Блять, я, наверное, снесу сейчас все просто нахер. Подожди, РТГИ вот сейчас отключает, да, и нормально все работает. То есть, если RTGI вырубаю, все идеально. Это действительно интересно, господа. Вот если я эту херню включаю, отвечающую за что вообще она отвечает? Давайте мы вот так вот посмотрим. За тени отвечает на объектах. Понимаю, что-то просто не до конца понимаю, поэтому такое вот происходит. Угу. В общем, ясно. Ага, понятно. Обнаружена ошибка. Она обнаружена вот тут вот. Нужно ставить чем меньше, тем лучше. Потому что иначе он, ну, начинается звездец полнейший. А если мы включим RTGI? Ну, RTGI он сразу тень добавляет какую-то ультразвездячую. Просто кошмар. Интересно. Тут, значит, надо как-то... Ой, ТГИ. Боже ты мой. Может, тебе как-то вообще надо было удалить нахер? Чтоб ты не мучил людей, а? Ну, кажется, все настроил. Надеюсь, это точно конец. Хотя нет пределов совершенства.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
Ну, это без комментариев, ребят, блять. Просто без комментариев нахер.
Commander, I'm glad to see you're okay. Losing Jenkins was hard on the crew, and I'm glad we didn't lose you too.
Things were pretty rough down there.
Yeah, you never get used to seeing dead civilians. It doesn't seem right somehow. But at least you stopped Saren from...
Еще одна, так сказать, желание, хотя это будет ближе к концу игры, слить этого персонажа.
I couldn't have done it without you.
We're Marines. We stick together.
Да, мы морпехи. Ага. Потрясающе.
I wish I could have done something to save him.
Супер.
I was there. You did everything right. It was just bad luck. It's been a hell of a shakedown, Cruz. Our first mission ends with one Spectre killing him. The Citadel Council's not going to be happy about that. Probably use it to lever more concessions out of the Alliance.
Whatever's going on, the captain can handle it.
Absolutely, Commander. Anything else before we head ashore?
We're headed for the Citadel. When we get done with business, you and I should work out a Liberty rotation.
Some of the crew could use it, Commander.
I'm glad to see you're feeling better, Commander.
О! Вот это я понимаю.
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission, but he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
А с хрена ли персонаж мой полысел? Так и было задумано. Ладно, хорошо. Бывает. Дерьмо случается, как говорится. Да? Что произошло с вами, господа? Иногда графические баги происходят, не знаю по какой причине.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. I appreciate that.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. but to see my whole unit wiped out. And you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
Я на Кайден не ставил моды, улучшающие его текстуру лица, потому что она официально не указана в поддержке как, ну, фреймворка комьюнити патч. То есть этот мод не обновляется долго. Поэтому пофиг. О, капитан Андерсон, здорово.
Go speak to Joker when you're ready. Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock. Go speak to Joker when you're ready. Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander. Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you...
You bet, Commander.
Jenkins, Commander.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower, too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower, Normandy out.
Задержка в генерации кадров какая-то. Интересно.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not hers.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Надо проверить, как убрать этот графический баг в Reshade.
Allegations are very serious. I can't just... This is serious. My reputation is at stake. I spoke with the consort in confidence, and her alone, and she betrayed that confidence. All right. I will look into it for you. In the meantime, do not do anything rash.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Понятно, ептать.
I'm just saying you need firepower too.
Интенсивность снижение не помогает. Давайте попробуем тогда отключить нахер. И еще раз. Это не РТГ виноват. Понятно. Хорошо, я понял.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
Да, это MXAO виновата была. Скотина, блин, такая.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy.
Охренеть, блин.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Seren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Seren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Seren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Saren's a threat to every human...
The mission... Shepard, you and the...
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower, too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore our
You
rules.
don't get to make demands.
Citadel security.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought...
Just the ground team from Eden.
I have the... They... Shepard.
Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
What did this Asari do to get you so upset?
I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human.
Pleased greeting. Human, it is always good to see your kind. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't really care about our ways.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do, I am very sorry for you.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups, though we are always welcoming to outsiders. Our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
What do you do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the Elcor groups to the attention of the Council.
Ha! They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council doesn't care about our races.
Chastising rebuke. Your tone is inappropriate, Din. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell. Good day to you, human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
What's that?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
Я вернусь через 5 минут. Я вернусь через 5 минут.
Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence
Наитупейший
programmed
вопрос.
to provide
На.
spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium. The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago. As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
How come the Volus were the first species given an embassy?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Solarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
Do you know anything about Spectres?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Solarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the Council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion. Since then, the three Council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual autonomy for each species.
It can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
I've got 3 days of paperwork to finish by the end of my shift today.
place seems strange. I wish there were more.
Don't believe the rumors. The consort would never reveal her secrets.
Of course she would. She'd be tossed out the nearest airlock if she did.
I suppose. Besides, Nick, the consort's nothing like the girls back on the colonies. She's...
You don't have to do it with her. You can just talk to her if you want.
Is that all you did, Jazz? Just talk?
I didn't say that.
Ha! I bet you did too.
Shut up, Fredericks.
What do you want? Oh, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you?
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun, that is.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
What have you got?
Information, mostly. Would you like to know about some points of interest nearby?
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies. Not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and Shaira's. If you haven't heard of her, you soon will. If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I'd try Flux or Cora's Den.
What is Shaira's?
The consort? She entertains clients who can afford her services. Most of the diplomats and ambassadors have visited her at one time or another. She's a very powerful woman, but also very respected.
Tell me about Flux and Cora's Den.
Well, Flux has gambling and dancing, certainly more lively than this place. Cora's Den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same time.
Goodbye.
So long, Commander. Have a pleasant day.
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
I came on my own. I need information.
You humans are always so curious, always sticking your fingers into someone else's pie. Is that the right expression? Never mind. Forget I asked. Was there something you needed, Commander?
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
The Council treats us like second-class citizens. We have to fight for everything we get.
Good. Then fight for it. But don't expect the rest of us to just sit back and let you take it. I'm a busy man, Commander. Are we done here?
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
Sometimes you have to bend the law to keep people safe.
I've been with CSEC for 30 years. I've never had to break the law to do my job, not once.
Yeah, right. You expect us to believe none of your officers are corrupt?
There are over 200,000 CSEC agents. Some of them are going to be bad. But we don't turn a blind eye to corruption like the Spectres do. We do our best to find and punish any officer who breaks the law. Spectres. They'll never come under that kind of scrutiny.
The galaxy needs people like that. People who do the dirty jobs.
I agree. But they need to be held to a higher standard. They need to be accountable. Saren's out of control. We both know that. But because he's a Spectre, the Council doesn't want to do anything about it. Is that the kind of person this galaxy needs?
But not all Spectres are like Saren.
True. But the potential is always there.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
You have to be tough with these aliens. They won't respect you otherwise.
Please do not disturb the keepers.
The council isn't gonna ask me any questions, are they?
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
Humans in the tower. Interesting.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
Saren's hiding behind his position as a Spectre. You need to open your eyes.
What we need is evidence. So far, we've seen nothing.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The Ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Sometimes 1,000 people must die so 1,000,000 can live.
But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars. It causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions. But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the Council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
Maybe they'd let us join the Council if we were more willing to cooperate with the other species.
Of course they would. If we did everything they told us to, they'd love to have us on the Council. But it wouldn't be much of a deal for us. I understand their side. They don't want us dominating the Council. It's founded on cooperation and alliances. But we have to look out for our own interests too.
Maybe they'd let us join the Council if we were more...
I understand their side.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
I thought this embassy was supposed to help humans.
Harkin may be human, but he's also an ass. He's had more than his share of chances. If the embassy wasn't protecting him, he would have been fired 15 years ago. CSEC is better off without him.
Guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human CSEC officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes, but it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in CSEC now to stop protecting him.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done. Like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation. But with him gone, things are still up in the air.
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power, Shepard.
They sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified. We don't even know how many there are. The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100. But the Council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents, the last line of defense, the final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, you know something big is about to happen.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
Tell me about Barla Vaughn.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving a paper trail. A financial genius, doesn't do anything illegal, but he knows all the loopholes. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, Spectres. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game, and the Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics, doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the Ambassador's office if you need anything else.
Huh.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower, too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
The Turk,
What about...
Just...
don't be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the Council for years.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Volus will be right on their coattails if they succeed.
Allowing the humans to join us is a sound strategic move. But the Volus? No. The Hanna are likely to be next, then the Elcor.
You may be right, though the Hanar need to lighten up a bit first.
You just don't like them because you have trouble understanding them.
Ignored all the evidence against Saren.
Saren's one of their best operatives. It's only natural they take his word over ours.
Oh, so now we just chase leads while this smug Turian runs around with his Geth troopers.
That's politics, Chief.
I hate politics. That guy's up to something.
What guy?
Этот долбоёб тут находился, твою мать. Я охерею, блядь. Я на это время тратил.
What? Oh, no, I wasn't. Never mind. Yes, is there something you want?
Why are you so interested in the Keepers?
Keepers? I've got no interest in the Keep...
Don't get coy. I know what I saw.
I'm not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
Just tell me what you're doing. I'm not here to get you into trouble.
All right. I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the Keepers. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them, but the authorities might disagree. I'd like to do it more openly, but it's not really worth getting arrested over.
I can help you out. I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm Commander Shepard with the Alliance military.
Well, I suppose I could use the help. You'll need this. It's the scanning device I developed. Activate it each time you see a Keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
I should get going then.
Yes, I have much work myself. So long, and good luck with the scanning.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepard. The tale of how you survived the great tragedy on Akuz is truly remarkable. I am amazed each time I hear it.
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barla Vaughn. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
I heard you work for the Shadow Broker. Do you have any information about Saren?
You're very blunt, Shepard. But you're right. I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. And I do know something about Saren.
I hear your information can be expensive.
Normally, this information would cost a small fortune. But these are exceptional circumstances. So I am going to give it to you for free.
What's the catch?
There is no catch. The Shadow Broker is quite upset with Saren right now. They used to do a lot of business, until Saren turned on him.
That's what happens when you deal with a traitor like Saren.
No matter what you think of Saren, he's not stupid. He knows the Shadow Broker is a valuable ally. Turning on him doesn't make sense. Not unless something huge was at stake. I don't know the details, but the Shadow Broker hired a freelancer to deal with it. A Krogan mercenary.
How do I find him?
I heard he was paying Citadel security a visit. If you hurry, you can probably catch him before he leaves the C-Sec Academy.
Isn't it strange that a Krogan would want to speak with C-Sec?
Very. However, I doubt the visit was entirely his choice. You'll need to speak with him if you want to know more.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even so, many of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the Council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
Still sounds shady to me.
Then we can only hope you will never be cursed with a large enough fortune to require my services.
What's it like living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines. From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single, strong community.
What makes the Presidium so special?
It is the political center of Citadel space. 80% of all intelligent species in the known galaxy acknowledge the Council's authority on interstellar matters. But only the most powerful and influential species have embassies here on the Presidium. This level of the station is reserved for the elite, Shepard. People like us.
What are the wards like?
The cultural heart of the galaxy. They pulse with the lifeblood of millions of citizens from dozens of different species. You never know what you'll find out in the wards, Commander. It's always full of surprises. Fortunately, most of them are pleasant.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one and it?
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture. Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates. And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy. This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire, for a price, naturally.
Who are you?
This one's face name. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
If you're gonna make a Krogan statue, you might as well make it big, right?